Guys, it's a day to be drawing, to be playing web games, and to be drawing and constructing maps. Ecuador, starting me off strong. But the fact of the matter is, because it's here, it's kind of confusing me. You're really confusing me, and you're riddling me this. I know that there's like the Galapagos Islands, so there's like some stuff going on here. Okay, well, I had this pretty good, but then these were all wrong because the Galapagos Islands is, I assume, what those are. We're over there. Okay, it's kind of like it's an axe shape. Ecuador is an axe shape. Here's the thing, though. Fucking Australian law. I got notified about. Soon, Australian laws will prevent people from under the age of 16 for commenting on your videos. Australian government gonna ban in hell for making this invasive ass. I don't really think that. I don't like it. It's a step forward into, put your ID into the computer to access anything. We know who you are, what you do, etc. And I think it's an excuse, and it doesn't stop anything from actually going wrong, and it's a distracting from the real issues of lack of education and poor structuring for school. But I mean, what else is new? Listen, I think we here's the thing, and I think I'm willing to concede this point as I move into global, is that the technological landscape for like making sure the youth are better suited, I think it is more complicated in some sense because of things like, but the real problem is things like TikTok and the Instagram Reels and the YouTube Shorts. The Shorts are the killer. There was never really, the problem was kind of like the same problem the whole time. I think the fact, actually, you know what? It probably is those damn phones. Now that I think about it, because let's just guess here as well. I mean, listen, you know my meta. Oh shit. Yes, I meant Philippines, buddy. Oh, all of these are cooler, then it has to be like Madagascar. Okay, well that's Gabon, Kenya, South Africa, Lesotho. There we go. We figured it out. So we just had to kind of my rare situation where this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. It covers a pretty wide band of things that are probably close, apart from, of course, this entire half of the world. But fuck this entire half of the world. No, I'm just kidding. Some of you are cool. Some of you are chill. But you get what I mean, right? I mean, listen, the internet has always been like, I think it's COVID especially, it like melted the brains of the youth alongside the like novelty of technology being sort of a part of their lives, plus smartphones and the lack of computer understanding required to use a computer. I don't know if I really don't want to default to the position that the kids are getting dumber, because it seems like it's equally as lazy as saying the solution is to take it away from them, right? I think that there's layers to this shit, but at the same time, right? And this is the thing that pisses me off the most, especially about social media platforms like Twitter, where it used to be the case, and I'm not advocating for this, but I will say, like, everybody above, I don't even know what the age cutoff would be. Definitely above the age of 25, but probably above the age of like 20 generously, although that sort of edge of Gen Z group is a little bit questionable. I'm an elder Gen Z. I would consider myself an elder Gen Z, although I don't know there's no official age range, so it really doesn't make a difference. But spiritually, I am at the very least, right? And it's sort of, there's a chasm where if you were online, you understood the nature of being online. This is Indonesia. Yes, I know what Indonesia looks like. Malaysia goes up, Indonesia goes sideways. It's that simple. We're not going to travel GeoGrid, but we will do Flaggle. Because it's just a hassle to do them, you know? Sometimes the juice isn't worth the squeeze. But anyway, what I was trying to sort of get at there is you knew to lie about your age when you were on the internet, but were not of the age to, like, use the internet. Or at the very least, like, even when, like, you could make an account on most platforms at the age of 13, which I don't even know how they came up with that number. Like, I don't know, because, like, I don't know what the legal, I guess, child protection laws or something, but that doesn't even really make sense. It doesn't, like, prevent them from doing a lot of other things, for sure. But, like, I guess it was sort of an arbitrary thing. I have no idea. I would need to look into that. But regardless, that was the actual law. But people didn't, like, if you actually put your age on your, like, profile or whatever, you were a minority and you were a, like, you know, people were like, this idiotic kid. Like, even if we were all the same age, we would all lie about it. That was the age of the times. Or you would just be ageless on the internet. That was the default state. Most people were a little bit ageless on the internet, right? It's not obviously not the Somalian. This is like bizarro South Africa. It's not in Africa, guys. I was guessing wrong. This is Saint Vincent and the Grenadines. It's even more not that. What the fuck is it then? I don't know, Grenada? Okay, it's not Africa. It's not. This is like Tuvalu. It's Vanuatu. Fuck. That's such an African flag for a non-African country. I mean, am I crazy? What does the symbol mean? Also, the conch shell with the grains of wheat as a cross is crazy. What is, like, we grow grass and have seashells. It's got aura for sure, but I don't know what it means. Anyway, like, it used to, like, if you were a kid on the internet, you knew you weren't supposed to be there, so you lied. That was the default state. Now we have fuck ass, like, the majority of the internet is kids who are, like, proud to be kids on the internet. It's just downright embarrassing, in my opinion. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the main, like, we don't know where we fucked up along what line that we made this mistake here. I say I was kind of not involved. But there was, at some point, an error occurred in the process of determining how we approach this issue. Anyway, let me do Bandle real quick. Also, this time I'll have the audio open for you guys. This is supposed to be easy. 1987. Is this Everyone Wants to Rule the World? I don't think so. I don't know when that came out. I'm very bad at music, for sure. By the way, I may be, like, some people, you can tell good stuff, but some people have, like, a immunity, like, for food, for example. If something is terrible or bad, it's easy to tell. If something is amazing, it's easy to tell. But there's a big middle ground of stuff that's, like, good enough that you might, like, I know that it's good, how it has, like, some uniqueness to it, but you're like, it's just food. I like it. I might be that guy for music. Like, I recognize good music, bad music for the most part. And there are songs, like, when people deride songs from, like, Imagine Dragons or other similarly, like, super popular artists, I don't defend them, but I sort of, like, it's not, the songs don't strike me as bad. Like, they don't, like, I don't listen to them and I don't have the same kind of reaction that I might when watching or eating something that is also bad in that sense, right? Not like in a health for you sense. Like, obviously, the food is literally poisonous to you. Don't eat it. And that I mean more so, like, they fucked up the spicing and it's terrible. That kind of sense, right? But I feel like for music, I just sort of, by the way, I don't know what the fuck this is. Are we gonna get anything more? The same 3 seconds? It's 2 seconds. It's not even 3. Yeah, no, bro, no. No, it doesn't help, y'all. I'm fucked. Okay, that might be something. No, I have no clue. I'm sorry to disappoint. No, I think I've never heard this song. I've never heard this song in my life. The way you make me feel. Michael Jackson, the way you... Okay, that makes sense why it's got 500 million views. I have never heard this song in my life. I was not into... I think Michael Jackson is one of those situations where I'm like, he had the source for real. Every time I listen to a Michael Jackson song, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense why he was the most popular person in the world back in the day. You know, people always talking some stuff like no one's ever going to be as popular as that again, and that's a good thing or whatever. I'm not so sure about that, but I guess it was sort of a uniquely like the monoculturistic mindset allowed it to get to that point, and now we're so segmented that we've allowed ourselves to have such bubbles that even the most popular thing can have people sort of like me, I guess, be really insulated from it. But yeah, I've never heard The Way You Make Me Feel, but it sounds good. I'm sure I would love it if I heard it. I mean, I guess I heard it, but you know what I mean. Some songs you can like take this and replace the original with it, and you lose nothing of value. I don't think Michael Jackson is applying to that. But anyway, all this is to say that I disagree with the Australian implementation, and globally, I think it's kind of happening. Governments are sort of they're using it as an opportunity to clamp down. I'm often not a conspiracy theorist who's sort of like the government has it out for us. They may like, but in this instance, I think they recognize the agency that like an internet freedom can have over them, right? And I think they've sort of... It is also bad for their youth, for sure. Like, it's one of those situations where I'm like, it's like drinking. If you could have banned alcohol, like, in the primordial age, right before fermentation was discovered, you whispered in the, like, first chemist's ear, the first, like, scientist's ear, like, do not fucking drink this shit, like, you might like it, but, like, down the road, people are gonna be sipping on it right before they get in a car. And then the guy would, first of all, he wouldn't understand. Second of all, he would say, what's a car? But anyway, you get my point. Like, I think, although there is argument to be made that it has due to like social utility and relaxation or whatever, you can say like the juices were the squeeze, and I could accept that kind of mindset. Higher population, Morocco or India? Literally, you put India in a higher population question, you're gonna have to literally go into the middle of nowhere. Do you know how many people live in India and how small the country is? Everywhere is populated. Where higher population, weighted density, the place with the but Albuquerque. I just finished watching Breaking Bad not too long ago, maybe a week or two ago. So it's funny to see all these names and to think that they're actually real places. It's like It's like because so many. I've never been to America, and so much media is set in American cities and places. America to me feels like a fictional land because it's so like similar yet different. It feels like a fan fiction of Western civilization to me at times. It's like, especially with Donald Trump coming in twice and whatever like January 6th. I don't know why that came to my mind, but it's the kind of events that you would write up in a like comedy for sure, like a dramatic comedy. Like it's like Shakespeare's take on the democratic experiment or whatever. I don't know. It's interesting. They've done a lot of interesting stuff. A lot of good stuff, actually, and then a lot of bad stuff. But that's a kind of most countries, I think. You know, glass houses and such. Is there a country out there which is like... there must be one country due to just, like, perennial victimhood or something else. By the way, I don't know. Denver seems to me like people live there. Albuquerque seems to me like people knock on doors and go Jesse. That seems like the kind. There wasn't that many people in the show, so personal care and service. El Dorado, Monroe, which is what state, by the way? Why don't they put the state here? Or is it LA? But that obviously is not Los Angeles. What is the state? Louisiana. That's okay. Los Angeles is also not a state in the first place, you fucking idiot. So Nevada and Louisiana. Personal care and services? Well, this should be casinos, right? So that's services. Housing units built before 1970. Pennsylvania, because they're a blue state. No, they're a coin flip state, aren't they? I don't know shit about them. Right now they're blue, but I don't know their history. I'm just voting based on vibes. But if I get this flawless, it'll be 2 in a row. High life expectancy. San Fran, MSA, whatever that means. Or Jackson. I have to imagine it's not Jackson. Okay, another flawless, although this was maybe one of the top 3 easiest of all time, so we'll take those. But it does mean 2 flawless. It does do that. It does imply that. It does carry that kind of meaning. It does indeed do that to a guy like me. But you get what I'm talking about with the whole like youth on the internet stuff. It's especially like it used to be the case that when you were making an argument, you as the anonymous online person would pretend to be the older person, right? To have weight. But now you just like you hide behind the fact that you're young, which should be a knock on you, and you're instead trying to use it as like, oh my god, you're literally arguing with a 14-year-old. It's like, yeah, man, do you have math? Just go do math homework and play like games. Why are you on social media talking about some shit that literally you don't have comprehension of? And like, I don't have comprehension of it either, but at least I'm like, in theory, all things being equal, I should be more receptive to like well-reasoned and structured discussion. Like, listen, I don't know if you've seen the average 14-year-old's essay writing capabilities. No, not that the older generation is necessarily that much better, but they have to at least be a little bit better. Although you may peak at essay writing capacity, like depending, like in university or right before, depending on what you do in university. I'm yet to peak, I think, considering my field of study. Not that you would know that, weather boy. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. But then again, I did a lot of writing in high school as well. Not that I didn't choose the writing based units anyway. But I did, like, it just ends up, I don't know what I'm talking about. Percentage, US homes without at least one landline telephone. That number will not be going down, it will be going up. Mexican peso to USD. Is there another peso that's not Mexican? There must be, otherwise it wouldn't be. I guess, you know what, because it doesn't, this also has US in the name, so I guess it's fair. So, population holding at least one hunting license in the US. US households reporting census sites over 6 individuals. This number would also not go down because people are not moving out. Mean rate of return of bottles in US states with deposit laws. I don't see a reason why that would go down either. Hunting license is the only thing that would go down because, like, hunting is not really that much of a, like, the cultural cachet of hunters is really downhill. Anyway, I thought this was the end of that, but I forgot there's 2 more. It's as if I didn't do it yesterday. Okay, stock prices. The shit I don't know about. What happened to it? Okay, COVID caused it to crater. So it's probably not. It's the Boeing. Okay, 500. Okay, well then. It's Exxon. What is Exxon again? What do they do? Crude oil. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I mean, it's the same logic with which I guess Boeing, because I'm like, people aren't flying. I guess I should have guessed. If I had known what Exxon was, I would have clicked it next. But I think Pfizer surely has to go up, right? I love how they put this shit in here as if I'm supposed to, like, know that what this event meant for the history of the company. Okay. Shit that was at the same at the beginning of the 1800s, and ever since, blue has been equally unused. Although apparently in the last 5 years is slightly upticked for some reason. But purple is just going up and up and up, and it shows no sign of stopping. Vernacular Latin is not going to be less than vernacular, or maybe it is, but I don't see why it would be starting so low at the beginning. Surely there would be an era of Latin historical exploration going on. Parchment strikes to me as okay. They were commonly used before and after the peak years shown. That doesn't mean that this is wrong. Is it so? It doesn't match the graph. This explanation for why it's wrong is a bad one. Globe or map? Carriage or train? Okay, it's Latin. It is Latin and vernacular. I guess. I just don't have a grasp on this one. This one is kind of just like fodder for me to get mad about things that don't make sense. But I don't even like have the comprehension to be mad for once. Anyway, disorderly. Sort these movies by their audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Starting with the highest score. Wicked. I don't know how the new Wicked. All I know is every single time I see a tweet about Wicked, it's something being concerned about. What's her name? Ariana Grande. Yes, I don't know why I forgot Ariana Grande's name. That's kind of pretty famous person. And then the lady that all the gifs are about, Cynthia something, I forget. Irving maybe. I'm unclear. All I see is like posts about them and other actresses in the movie. People are like, is something going on? Is there a cult going on? Why are they like losing weight? Is this like a shared delusion? I don't know. I hope they're okay, is I guess my point. Five Nights at Freddy's audience score is going to be very high because they loved it, despite it probably not being a good of a movie. But I'm sure it was a good Five Nights at Freddy's movie, all things considered. The original, or is it even the original Freaky Friday? Avatar audience score is Zootopia's got to be number one. It's the best movie out of all of these for sure. I think it may be something like this. Really? I guess Lilo and Stitch probably does beat it. What the fuck do you mean Wicked is 95%, man? There's no way it's that good. I'm putting my foot down. There's no way Wicked 2024 is that good of a movie. I'm looking this shit up. 88% Rotten Tomatoes. Really? Critics' consensus. It's a musical, and there's a moral apparently. It's very up to date. Okay, fine. I'll let the people speak. I don't think it's better than. Now that I think about it, Zootopia isn't like. It's great. I don't know if it's like amazing. Then again, I don't know if Wicked's amazing. Either way, Freaky Friday is definitely the worst movie out of these. Well, Avatar might be worse because it's so. The fact that Avatar is so made like all that money and literally nobody remembers anything about it is a red flag. I think it's got like a. I don't know what the deal is, and I don't know why they're suddenly making new ones. I don't think anybody cared then or now. I want to see the people who are fans of Avatar. I want to know what they're all about. I want to know what their lives are like. For sure. It's not really that insulting. If people are fans of much more obscure and meaningless stuff, I'm right here. I'm not even a fan of that much obscure stuff. Anyway, Rocket Man, Macho Man, Piano Man, Iron Man. Types of man. Yeah. Songs from the 70s, but they're also just types of man. Da, 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 da. I forgot how Rocket Man goes, and I don't think I've ever heard of a song called Macho Man, but I'm sure it's notable. Ring, finger, ring, bangle, chain, charm. Should they be on you for sure? Yeah, that's what jewelry means. Press, lobby, campaign, appeal. To petition for. This is just like event. Social gathering, yeah. It's all the words describe the words. Let's use more words to describe the words. That was the easiest connections of all time. If you didn't get the man one, that's not a purple. No disrespect. That's like baby's first purple. It's a Monday. Is it Tuesday? It's a when? What day is it for the people making this? I'm not actually even sure. Do I bother doing the quick crossword? I waste my fucking time. You know what? This crossword It looks doable. It's got a lot of overlap, which is great for solving stuff based on letters that are common and get included on it. Bit of dirt. Makeup. Cosmetic. No, not quite. Angry mood in Australia and the US. I'm gonna know this, but I don't. I'm just not on the top of my head. Poles anagram. Slope. That's 5-letter anagram is insulting in my opinion. You can't do that. Undefined. Nurupo. Those who know. Guy who makes the most obvious reference. I'm Elon Musk posting. I just realized I've clocked myself. It's embarrassing. I did the like. Please tell me you've watched Evangelion. No, I did that, but for Steins Gate. That's fucking embarrassing. Although I did look up that reference. I understood it. Restitute South American fish piranha. Analyze. A lot of words that could mean that. Analyze. I don't know. Flies loyalty points. Inner part of a hull. I don't know. Board. Room. Difference of opinion. Protects man. Is it a meant ending? Maybe not. Maybe not. Golf, beach, or cocktail? Cocktail that ends in A. There's a few, but mimosa does not fit here. And also, is mimosa even a cocktail? Isn't that just... I guess 2 ingredients is a cocktail if you want to be technical with it. I don't think it matters. Like, we're not that strict on that, conceptually speaking. Passionately appeal. Likeable. All I can think of is endearing, but that doesn't fit with the age, and I'm pretty sure this is piranha. And that's that. 2-letter word to start with. It has to be like into it. Dominance. Feelings of listlessness. No, I don't mind. Devil's plaything. Stop making progress. I don't know. Stagnate? I'm really struggling on a lot of these. Is this it? But I thought it was tizzy. I'm not sure. There's no I in protects men, so like that literally can't be right. You know what? Let's anagram help by me. Let's just fucking send it. We can get it close enough to guess. You know what? Let me try mint and then doing it. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think it follows. Bouts of coughing or laughter. Fits. A disproportionately time-consuming activity. I don't know. That doesn't seem correct. I'm gonna check it immediately. Okay. I just wanted to know. You know what? Fuck this. I give up. I'm not doing this shit again. I'm pissed off. Just reveal this word. Contratemps? Fuck you, buddy. Obviously, I'm never gonna get contratemps. Umbrella. What the fuck is an umbrella golf? Umbrella beach. This is the rare situation where none of these apply. Cocktail umbrella. Okay, hold on. No. I'm putting it back together. Someone kicked my Lego castle down, but I'm rebuilding. Yeah. Umbrella that goes in cocktail. I don't know about golf umbrella, but beach umbrella is something that exists at least. Okay, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Likeable. Sympathetic. Is that what that means? I don't think so. I disagree with you even if you're correct. Prudery, I guess. Doldrums. I always thought it was D-U-L. Stall. I was correct in the wrong way. Composition. Makeup. There's a dash. You fucking swine. Obviously, it's not going to be the actual thing. I'm stupid. Smut. I don't know if I can read this smut, to be honest with you. Doesn't seem right. So there, and that's that. I disagree with you. Hegemony. Sure, in like a cosmic dominance sense. Non-specific. Okay. Analyze. Dissect. That's fair. Faff. I've never seen faff as a noun. I've seen faff and about, but I wouldn't be able to. Snit. I've never heard this word in my life. It almost sounds offensive. Bilge. Yeah, I've heard of the bilge. Air miles. We don't use miles. We're from Australia. Okay, fuck you, The Guardian. I thought you were legit. Is this your... Do you have an Australian site where you have real crosswords that aren't just bullshit? I'm sour grapes. Yeah, I'm complaining. Anyway, clues by Sam. Today's difficulty is tricky, but we've been on a hot streak, so let's do it. Two of Olivia's innocent neighbors are in row 3. Well, that's easy enough. Okay, so sorted. Gus is one of Katie's 2 innocent neighbors. What the fuck? Katie. HIJKLMNOP. Gus. Okay, but then we know that the rest are guilty here. Only one of the 3 innocents neighboring Isaac is Larry's neighbor. Larry is here, and then Isaac is here. One of the 3 innocents neighboring Isaac is Larry's neighbor, of which these, so then you're the innocent, because Larry's, that's the only way it could work. Row 3 is the only row with exactly 30 innocents, which makes you guilty, of course. All criminals. Wait, only one of the we don't have this yet, because we don't have all 3 of your shit. All criminals in column D are connected, which doesn't really help us. It could be 1, it could be 5. Row 3 is the only row with exactly 3 innocents. This is gonna help us out, which means that one of you is not innocent. One of you has to be guilty. By the way, innocent and criminal are not opposites, but I'm sure you know this. How do we want to? How do I want to squeeze this one, huh? Only one of the 3 innocents neighboring Isaac is Larry's neighbor. So you have this 1 innocent in these 4 from this clue. And all criminals in column D are connected. Which means, if you're the innocent, then you 3... So, the only thing we know is that there's 1 innocent in these 4. So we need to determine, like, which one could it be, right? If this is the innocent, I don't know what difference it really makes. I don't think it makes any difference. If this is the... We don't know, but that means that we don't know. If this is the innocent, we simultaneously don't know. Wait, no. We know that both of these are criminals, because if you're a criminal, then you have to be a criminal. No, I did this. If you're then, yeah, because you can't be innocent, because if no, hold on. I got it wrong, but I need to figure out why I got it wrong before I proceed. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pissed off with myself the rest of my fucking life, because I'm that kind of guy. The reason it's that way is because column D's criminals have to be connected, and there's only one innocent among these four. If you are the innocent, then that means you are the criminal, but that's not possible, because then this wouldn't be connected. So you have to be guilty so that you can't be innocent. Yes. You could still be innocent, but your innocence would imply your criminality. Something like this. Anyway, there are more innocents among coders than any other profession. Okay, well, there are 2 innocents in coders, which means we've got to look at some professions that we already have a lot of. So, where are the doctors? How many doctors are there? So, you have to be guilty. Sorry. No, that's correct. Unless more is a equal sign also. Sorry, where is more? I'm blinded. I have Control F to find the word more. More doesn't mean there need to be any in the lesser group. Sorry, no. More, okay, so more is can't be an equal sign, because that's obviously not the case. It has to be unequal. How many programmers, how many coders are there? There's 3. So you're innocent. Why? Because there are 2 farmers that are innocent, so you have to be innocent for the more to be true. And because there's 3 and not 2, you could have 2. Okay, I had it wrong. I will confess to my wrongness. Odd number of criminals in row 1. And it can't be 1, because row 3 is the only row with exactly 3 innocents. So there has to be 3 criminals in this row. And it can't be these 3, because we need 1 more innocent. The innocent is somewhere in here, which means you're a criminal. Vince has exactly 2 innocent neighbors. We know one of them is here, which means that one of these 2 is innocent, which means Vince can't be innocent, because if Vince is innocent, then there's 3. So Vince is guilty. Exactly 1 doctor has a criminal directly to the right of them. Well, it has to be this one, let's be honest. Which means that we still don't know. So you're gone. Yeah. Only 1 person, column B, is exactly 2 innocent neighbors. Well, it's not you. It's not you. We know it's not you. We know it's not you, so it has to be you. So you're innocent. What the fuck do you mean? Hello? Only 1 in column B is exactly 2 innocent neighbors. It's you. Wait, so you're guilty. It is you, because there's 1 and then there's 2. I was like innocent, so I counted 2 innocent for some reason. I was scuffed as fuck on that one. Only 1 row is exactly 2 innocent. Sorry, there's a lot going on here. And we know it's this one, which means that you're a criminal. Gus and Shia have an equal number of innocent neighbors. She has 2, no pun intended. Which means that Gus also has 2, which means you're the criminal, which means you're innocent. Both innocents in column C are connected. This implies that there is two, which means you're a criminal, which means you're innocent. Okay, easy enough. Not my worst, and I solved it in the right amount of time, but I did make some mistakes along the way. Which is, I'm entitled to make those kinds of mistakes, let's be honest with each other. Okay, here we go. Time to make myself look like a fool by not knowing trivia aimed at people older than me. The 1932 failure of an orange crush plant, which I, for the first time like a month ago, learned it was an existing soft drink, started a weird sudden chain reaction that led to what soft drink? It has to be Fanta, no? Okay, neon yellow brand they acquired in 57. I don't know. Mountain Dew. That's the only neon yellow-ish thing that exists. Tooth-rotting green bottle stuff. Don't fuck with... I fuck with Mountain Dew. Lay off the Mountain Dew slander. World-conquering singer-songwriter Rosalia was born in Sant Cugat des Valles, a suburb of what city? Nice. From the Catalan for ass. I don't know, Madrid. What's the Portuguese city? Lisbon. Barcelona. Okay. I would not have known that. Don't even mess with me. Soprano Jerry the Nightingale Lind disappeared on a banknote in what country? Lind. It's Switzerland. Scandinavian. This is a coin flip. I don't know. Sweden. Okay, we got lucky. On a flower, a filament and an anther make up what anatomical structure? What do you mean by reproductive organ? Randy male flower pot. Stamen. Yes. Some things don't leave your fucking brain. Some things stay in your brain. In the northern 7 Years' War, Denmark and Sweden scratched for control of Åland, an island in what sea? I don't know, the Arctic Sea? The very eastern portion of what sea? Atlantic. What sea that apparently means belt? I don't know, Kuiper belt? The Baltic Sea. I forgot that it's a real thing. Also, I'm thinking of oceans. Like an idiot. My bad. Okay, 6 points. 2 of them pretty quick. Not my worst performance, to be honest with you. I'm okay with that. You gotta be okay with something, otherwise depression strikes you. If you try and do the most. What am I doing? The food guessing. Play it off first. Switch up the order a little bit. Keep him guessing. The Osh, Reshte, or Barfi is the fucking... 75% for this is fucking insulting. There should be a 99% on Barfi. No disrespect. This is proof of anti-South... I'm gonna go South Asian. Big temp. South Asian biases. Barfi is maybe the... Pedas are not Barfi, and I prefer one type of peda to a lot of Barfi, but... Anyway, point being, it's maybe the best dessert item of all time across all, and it's so simple. And it does, the 75% is fucking insulting. That's my very rarely do I get riled up and have to exercise my Indian pride. That's one of those moments. You gotta be careful with those terminology. I recognize that. And yeah, the Iowa War. It's rice flour. If this gets more than 75%, it's gonna piss me the fuck off. Or shrimp in broth. People like shrimp. 88.1%. People, I'm also a victim to this. I do the same thing, so I can't be that critical about it. But people love Chinese imports and Chinese cuisine and the memes. But they don't exercise that. It's because there's an area of mystique and intrigue about China that is maintained due to their separation from the world that India doesn't maintain. And also the British fucked us. They fucked us big time. But don't worry about that. I'm an Australian. We're chill. This is a terrible photo of the greyest Indonesian dish. So I'm gonna click this one, which looks marginally better. Shiro. Bro, you got a fucking the major round of 16s coming up soon. Lock in. Why are you here? Or the conch fritter. It's gonna be the conch fritter, even if it's made of conch. Trifle or the tube rice pudding. I would much rather have the tube rice pudding. I should have voted with my brain, not with my heart. Fruit by the foot or sausage. This should not be this high. It isn't that good. Eat my ass. Burrito. It's burrito. This is. I agree with you. It should be that high. Marinated chicken chunks. It wins every single time, deservedly. That looks delicious. Boliche or red curry. It's gotta be the red curry. That's not red, by the way. That's yellow. You should change the name of it. The chopsel donut or the jelly deals, obviously it's not going to be the fucking jelly deals. Don't insult me. Yeah, that pissed me off, but don't worry. We're fine. We'll tank it. Potatoes, bamboo shoots. Okay, but bamboo shoots, but also cumin. Interesting. Nepal. I'm like, it's a little too Chinese for India or Bangladesh. But Nepal could have it. Nepal, that in one, I'll eat it. It's potato soup, basically. Aloo. I mean, it's aloo as well. So this is Indo-Chinese, but not Indo-Chinese in the actual Indo-Chinese. This is like pre-Indo-Chinese Indo-Chinese. It's deeply rooted in Nepali culture, which I guess is Nepal now that I think about it. This is South Korea because that's what South Korea has for plating. No, really? I was guessing on plates, not of ingredients, which I guess is my fault. Southwest of South Korea. Is this in? No, India does not have soups like this. This is Malaysia. Sliced fish soup. This is Thailand. No. Okay, but it's to the south of Thailand, but it's to the north-ish of Malaysia. I'm lost. Taiwan? No, obviously not. Don't be stupid. Singapore. Singapore doesn't border. Of course, it borders Indonesia because it's in there. I'm stupid. Also, no. I'm not stupid. But Malaysia should not be like warm. It should be hot to Singapore. It's right there. I don't care if it's like a bit longer because of the distance. It's one country gap. Now, I guess that logic would mean that China and Russia will be broken in terms of that logic. Anyway, the sliced fish soup is going to be pretty good. It gets down. Listen, the fish soups are pretty tasty. S'more. It's a s'more from the United States of America. And Canada, apparently. I guess they've had it before. When was Canada and the US split? To me, it seems like they should have been one country from the beginning. It's one of those Australia-New Zealand situations, I guess. But there must be a logic for it. Someone should tell me about it. We got saved by the fact we got 2-1, but this Singapore blind spot is really fucking with me. I guess if it looks like it's... there's no logic to it, actually. Singaporean cuisine, that's one of those situations where it could have been anything. Usually it's a little bit more... I don't know, curry than, like, very Asian. It's not usually that oriental, which I think is a word that we don't even use anymore to describe that kind of region, to be honest with you. But don't worry about it. Anyway, let's get some searches in this. Xbox 360 or Cybertruck. There's no shot the Xbox 360 has that many searches in this. Really? What the fuck? Get a life. I say that with love, man. I guess, people might be modding it. Let me give benefit of the doubt. Let me cover my ass. It's gonna be Jay-Z, surely. I've never even heard of Dire Straits. Apparently, they got 18.7. Tayo Cruz has not got that shit on. Let's not be ridiculous. Offset is pretty famous. I've heard of him. Is that Migos? George Strait. Yeah, you look it, buddy. Yeah, you look at that's what, he could be anything. I shouldn't be presumptuous, to be honest with you. Let's be real. It's not gonna be Slipknot. They're getting funky with those fits. 21 Pilots is definitely gonna clear. I thought it would be like 50. I guess they fell off. Yeah, I've not heard of Kali Uchis, but she's apparently insanely famous. My bad, yo. 21 Jump Street or Gran Torino? I don't know shit about any of. I know some shit about 21 Jump Street. Surely it's. No, apparently this was a critical darling. Never mind. My mistake, guys. I don't know shit about movies or the fact that people actually don't like Elon Musk, which is true. But they love the Xbox 360, which I don't know what they're Googling it for. Everyone should know everything they need to know about it already. It's none of my business, I suppose. 3 pounds of pineapple slices. The pre-sliced. They removed the ring from it, so it's depressing. I don't know why you would buy sliced pineapple that does not have the ring. Because it's trivial to cut it yourself, but you can't unring the pineapple. You know? I guess it's a container issue, but honestly, I would pay like 20 cents more just to make sure. Like, if you want to put it on a burger or on like as a presentation thing, you want the roundness of it. Then again, you may as well cut it yourself if that's the case. Anyway, pineapples are pretty expensive. This is almost like a per kilo thing. $9.99 maybe? $10.99. $11.99. Yeah, they're pretty expensive, pineapples. Rightfully so, especially in places where they don't grow. They should be expensive. The luxury fruit. People don't realize it. Mangoes should be the ones that are getting like mass produced. I'm surprised that mangoes are still so expensive, but whatever. Sorry, I'm doing the capture. Never mind, y'all. I lied about it. It didn't even give me one. Okay, this time you get to actually hear it, because I remembered.
Silk. A noun meaning a fine continuous.
I'm familiar with silk.
Condiments. A noun meaning something used.
Yummers.
Bengal. A geographical name meaning.
Yeah, I know.
Groom. A noun meaning bridegroom.
The bride one.
Swirled. A verb meaning to move with.
Deliciousness.
Hostile. A adjective meaning of or related.
To hostility.
Spectacles. A noun meaning something.
I have forgotten my spectacles.
Liquefaction. A noun meaning the process of making.
It looks like kind of a disgusting
Portico.
word.
A noun meaning a colonnade or covered ambulatory, especially in classical architecture.
That's the only one it could be.
Speculate. A verb meaning to meditate
A lot of speculation and spectacles.
Incorrigibles. A adjective meaning incapable of being.
Yeah. I know about
Countenance. A noun meaning look, expression. Continence.
that. I know about the countenance.
Scabbard. A noun meaning a sheath.
Yes, I've read pirate literature.
Albion. A noun meaning Great Britain or.
Yes, I know about.
Magellan. A biographical name meaning.
Yes, the guy who was on the boats and shit. This was the easiest spell check of all time. Don't even praise me for it. Praise me, actually, but like, in moderation. Let's be so for real. Minute Cryptic. Let me remute this shit so I don't accidentally play bass boosted memes. Which is that. Oh, I unmute, I play it, and then you know what I mean. It's hidden behind the screen or something. I don't know. False image in which water finally appears. This is like a trick. Things aren't as they seem. False image is gonna be the definition in which Anyway, I've returned. Should have put to the translation screen, obviously. False image in which water finally appears. Mirage! In one, motherfucker, in one. False image, Mirage. I don't even get it. I don't even... Can I... It's image. And then there's an R. I don't know where the R. Image in which water finally appears. Image and water. I think it's the clue is bad, but the definition is easy enough to get it by just getting that. To be honest with you. What a poster. You know what? Let's fucking try. Let's fucking try. Movie to movie. Shit I never do, but let's give it an attempt. Step Up Revolution. Never heard of. The only Double Tap, which I have heard of. But that's Woody Harrelson, I think. And that's Andrew. What's his name? I forget. Let's just click this so we don't have to see the dang post. Also, I forgot this website sucks ass on my browser. I think the ad block like nukes it. Steven Twitch boss. Okay. But let me just see who's in this other one so I know what their names are. Jesse Eisenberg. They're in the Now You See Me movies, which I have seen. I don't know shit about movies otherwise, and I don't know anybody in this movie at all. So we just have to click the most popular ones until we get something that I've heard of. Probably not the choice I would have made. You starred in a couple... I guess you must be a dancing star. You're the only motherfucker in this movie, huh? Todd Cahoon. Yeah, you're the only one with an image. We're gonna... God's Not... Oh my god. I found God's Not... Oh no. How did I end up here? Schways. Jesus. These are like the pro religion pieces that they show. Okay. I'm gonna have to find real artistry from this, which is gonna be really difficult. How do I escape God's Not Dead? Vincent DePaul. You might have been in a good movie like a long time ago. Maybe. The Amazing Floydini. Hairspray. Sure, Hairspray. There must be somebody good. Oh no. Oh, Jerry Stiller. Are you Ben Stiller's father? Hold on, Zoolander. I've heard of Zoolander. I know about yes. Actually, you are probably the father of Ben Stiller, who has to have been in a movie with Jesse Eisenberg at some point. But if whatever movie they've been in, it would have been famous enough for me to have seen them. Perhaps were one of you guys voicing a Madagascar character? That's what Cedric the Entertainer looks like. First time I've ever seen an image of him. I've only heard the name. Chris Rock. He's a funny sort of individual, but I don't know, this really helps me. I guess I don't know who else is in the Social Network. I was gonna watch it, but I didn't feel like it. Literally, that's the only reason. Kanye West album listening. This is a movie, apparently. Grown Ups 2. That's the original Grown Ups. That's real cinema. Adam Sandler definitely has to have been in a movie with this guy. Surely. I don't know shit about him, to be honest with you. Zookeeper. I'm just sort of looking in the poster. Is that Woody Harrelson? No, it's Kevin James. The more you know. Sure, we'll click it. This is just a bunch of... Well, not a writer I've heard of, but the rest is like... Oh no, your Hotel Transylvania to Summer Vacation. That's cinema. asterisk, question mark. The guy is the just Kevin James is just friend of Adam Sandler, huh? Oh no, I should not have clicked this. Fuck. Now I'm in literally a mess. Forgive me, Father. Only Patrick Finger, man named Finger. Oh no, Germany. Pornorama. Yeah, that's gonna really help me. The Kangaroo Chronicles. How did I end up in this mess, guys? This is a terrible play. What am I doing? Take me back to Ben Stiller. This some would call this cheating. I would call it using game mechanics. Surely you Tenacious D. Yeah, okay. Anchorman. I don't know who the problem is. I need to find out. I need to go the other way. We'll get back to Ben Stiller another time. I need to figure out what movies you're actually in. Oh no, Undefined Nan. Thus, okay, you're in the SNL music thing. 50 years of SNL music. Which means we can do a middle ground situation and we can figure this shit out. Okay, Chris Pratt can help me out. So if I can get to Marvel, I can get to Chris Pratt and then the Electric State and then Woody Harrelson. Okay, we can run this shit. Oh yeah, you forgot we can't run you because you have one thing. Let's try Ryan Gosling. I'm sure he's been in a movie. Papi Chulo, not quite. The Present maybe. Hmm. I'm really good at finding guys who have never been in some other shit. Tron Ares, that's famous, right? Surely. Jared Leto, Jeff Bridges, Hassan Minhaj. Didn't this guy get exposed to faking his shit, or was that like the people were like faking? It's like a double. Gary V people. Gary V is in Tron Ares. Greta Lee, I think you've been in good movies. I think Spider Man. Some would say it's a good movie. I would maybe be one of them. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Okay, I thought you were in good movies. I may have you mistaken. Oh yeah, Past Lives. That's right. Some people say this is a good movie. I don't really subscribe to it necessarily. It's a good movie. It's not an amazing movie, but I should not have clicked it because it's interesting. Okay, this is gonna get me to Korean cinema. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, Dirty Money. Oh no, it is all Jung Woo. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's gonna get me banned. Um, you're old enough to have done something interesting that people from outside of Korea maybe would have joined in on. I'm stuck in Korean cinema. Ode to my father. Okay, let's exit strategy. Jared Leto instead. Morbius. We can get this. Michael Keaton. He was in the Spider-Man Homecoming, and then from here we got Robert Downey Jr. into Avengers, whichever. Yeah. Avengers Infinity War, Chris Pratt, The Electric State, Woody Harrison, Zombieland Double Tap, No My West. Yeah, obviously I'm not gonna get all that. Okay, for one, I'm just proud to have been able to do it in the first place. I didn't need the fancy corrections and such. Scrandle, rattle, catfishing, and kind of hard golf. I like to end with a strong sort of set of stuff to get people really hooked on shit. Okay, we're not gonna run Super Scrandle again, to be honest. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's none of your business, to be honest with you. Okay, the bonus round, will you vote? What would I prefer? Not the P-Wax stew, I think. The pulled pork cheeseburger is impossible to eat. They literally give you a utensil with your burger. That's insulting. The intermission has ended and we are back. Back with some scrandle. Okay. Sausage, pickle, and bread probably taste pretty good, but this looks pretty good. It's not the best chicken kebab, but I mean, 93%, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. Pretty good looking buffalo wings with bleu cheese or a decent big dog, but the buffalo wings look pretty good. 61% is a bit low in my opinion. Maybe the price. I didn't check the price. Chicken schnitzel or just sausage. Price for this is good. Taste looks, everything just looks pretty decent about it. It's like great choice for the kind of food that's going on here. The decent looking Brazilian meal probably beats out the cheese unmelted. Spaghetti meatball fries with parmesan. Yeah, with parmesan. Or breakfast muffin with tater tots. The tater tots look fucking good. Here is kind of underwhelming, but I would take that. Oh, the photo is also a bit blown out, though, to be fair. Chicken gyros looks pretty fresh to me, although, again, with this, that's just too much to eat. How do you eat it? Chili cheese tots with a screw. The screw one. People said, yeah, a bit of rust. Not my problem. Hot dog and waffle probably tastes alright, but is a bit insulting. Lotus Biscoff donut. Biscoff donut gotta be pretty fucking good. £3 for a donut at an event isn't even that bad. Poutine, pretty good. Lower rated because people disrespect poutine. The pizza dog is just it's a dream, to be honest with you. People, that should be much higher than it is, to be honest with you. I'm a fan of the pizza dog. I'm a supporter of the dog of pizza. Let's see. Okay, grumpy people. I have anagram grumpy to get an opera. Okay. So drop. It's gonna be one of the drop a letter ones. Um. Drop the last letter and anagram to get what we all are. Drop the fifth letter. Grumy. Murgy? I don't know. Grumpy is the name of a Disney gnome. No? What do you mean? Isn't he like an elf or a gnome or a dwarf? He's a dwarf, not a gnome. What's the difference between a gnome and a dwarf? I guess gnomes are like more magical and like in your yard, and dwarves are like in the mines. That's the gist of it. War is dangerous. Many are saying this. Country in war. Country that gave us war. Current head of war. They did the Department of War, and they renamed it, right? Pete Hegseth or whatever his name is. Anagram war. Roll. No, not quite. Kind of war with tiles. Fog of war. Chess. The art of war. Kind of art with tiles. Country that gave us art. It's gotta be the last one, because the rest can't make any sense. I don't know. With tiles. Mosaic. Okay, mosaic. Mosaic is, I guess, a kind of art. It would not have come to my mind, so I don't mind. Mac OS, unfortunately, is no. I don't hate Mac OS anymore. That was a previous me. It serves its purpose. Tacos probably. I didn't even know which one that was. Handheld food. I see. Country that gave us tacos. And where it's set. Spain? I don't know. Mexico? Country in tacos. Skoda? I don't know. Current head of tacos. Taco Joe? I'm lost here. You know what? Let's try reversing. Drop the last letter, an anagram to get what we all are. Yeah, that's going to be the final one. Something with something with a three-letter ending. Hmm. No, I couldn't possibly know. I couldn't possibly know. That's probably not going to be head of tacos. To get an opera. Tosca. Yeah, I never would have gotten it. I would have had to manually force it, and that would be dishonest. Um, Country that gave us Tosca. Probably Italy, if I had to guess. They'd be doing operas in there. Current head of Italy. Um, oh, hold on. This is Vatican City. The Pope. Pope Leo people. Yeah, okay. That's fair. You're lucky I know the name of the Pope, otherwise my ass would be pissed off. For sure. For sure. PS5 2016 Faster Than Light Travel Survival VR Switch PC indie game. Video games using procedural generation with customizable avatars, the Havoc engine. Okay, but it's a Hello Games game. Who is Hello? Is Hello Games the Split Fiction people? Is this It Takes Two? I don't actually know what It Takes Two is about, but I don't think it's a survival video game. Oh, this is gonna fuck with me. 2016 multiplayer and single player, meta fictional. Is this No Man's Sky? Yes, it came out on the iOS engine. I don't fucking know that, but it is okay. I was wondering. It was involved in controversies because like it was scuffed for a long time, and now people are like stop updating it or whatever. Random text generation, paper and pencil games, Mad Libs, Exquisite Corpse. Okay, that's exquisite, alright, but I don't know shit about Exquisite Corpse. First century Chinese poet, technical writer. Is this Confucius or is this who wrote The Art of War? I should know this. I should not have forgotten who wrote The Art of War. Okay, he's a Confucianist. Would you call Confucius a Confucianist? No, it's Zhong Hang, which I wouldn't know anything about. 1964 black comedy films involved in plagiarism controversies by Stanley Kubrick about the Cold War. I actually don't know. Doctor Strangelove. I've never seen it, so I don't know what it's about. I have a problem with watching like movies that are that old. Is that I think they're gonna be good movies, but when I watch them, I feel like in my head I would just be thinking, "Wow, this is just so old," and I wouldn't be able to watch it. Maybe it's fine. I should watch Doctor Strangelove. I should watch A Space Odyssey. I'm sorry, Hal. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. I don't know what the fuck they're on about in that one, but I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good. Kubrick, he cooked with was Kubrick a Clockwork Orange? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That was a good movie. So I think maybe he's got something going. Bold take, critically acclaimed guy is critically acclaimed. Living 1968 births comedians from Michigan, who's also a football player. This is Steve Harvey. No, it's Terry Crews. That makes sense. What's he been up to lately? I haven't seen Terry Crews maybe in a decade. I don't know what he's up to. 1992 buddy comedy films, Saturday Night Live films. The only SNL films I know. I watched the Drew Gooden video, so I actually should know this. With Mike Wise, Wayne's World. Yes, it is Wayne's World. For once, my knowledge is actually in line with America's populace. Musical groups established in 2001, re-established in 2015 after breaking up in 2011. From New York, post-punk revival, as if I know what that means. I don't know shit about music. There's so many musical genres and I don't know shit about them. I don't know shit about them, people. Folks, y'all. Electronic music groups, indie rock. I don't know, Fallout Boy, LCD sound system. I thought that was some shit you bought. I didn't know they were a thing. Reddit people. That's not good. So oh shit, they died from hanging in New York City. Oh no. Okay. Hacktivist, Jewish American nonfiction writer. The WikiLeaks guy. I actually don't know the name of this person. Aaron Swartz. Yeah, I know his face. I've seen his face, but I don't know what his name is. Slavery in the United States. Expansion. I don't know. Emancipation Proclamation. 3/5 Compromise. The Louisiana Purchase. No, not quite. That's something else. I don't know about this. This is not in my history class. English gay actors. Born in 1899. Dead in 1973. He's a composer as well. He's gay in every aspect of his life, which I guess would make sense. But MI5 personnel? David Bowie? Noel Coward. I don't know. Is David Bowie alive? No, he died in 2016. Not my worst guess, to be honest with you. If I have to be fair. This is a pretty bad one, because everyone's going to know who Doctor Strangelove. I'm surprised No Man's Sky is that well known. I'm also surprised that this is that low. But this puts me in the average, because I didn't get one more than people should have. This is Spinal Tap. +2, okay. She kinda on my hard until I golf. I'll let you guys hear the sounds of kinda hard golf. My bad, I thought this would... you know, in that case... Okay, well... Where do we want to go here? Probably just straight there. Oh, that's really bad luck. It's skill. But it's also quite bad luck. That's water? My bad. We're not going to be able to make it over the snow. It'll impede our progress. So let's just like... You know, fuck it. Just send it. I did the same thing. The Raging Gamer. The Angry... Anyone thought about this? Fuck it. We'll go light mode on you. Oh no! That was just fortune. I don't know what the fuck Rube Goldberg machine ass arrangement you've got going on here. You want me to hit the one that's floating? I see it, but I don't want to do it. I've done it. Never mind. That wasn't that bad. There's gonna be like 5 more. Oh, -1. We're at top half. Saved. Very much saved. Okay. I'm gonna throw it to a break. I mean, first of all, thank you for watching, I guess. Like, comment, subscribe. End it there. Etc. So do all that cool stuff.